before I forget, adjust this. Sorry, I reinstalled Magic Online this morning, or this afternoon, so I could hopefully fix some of the crashes. I think opponent kept 7. I feel like I'm allowed to keep this. I'm not allowed to keep 5 land removal Cryptic Command. Probably not allowed to play this deck. Yeah, my body is ready for the discard spells. This is why you don't mulligan. If you mulligan, they'll just like take your cards away anyways. This is a great hand to die on turn 3 with, you're not wrong. Yeah, drew a land. Perfect, perfects. Never now. Man, you know, it'd be nice if we had a removal spell for that. Well, we could. We could still have a removal spell for that. Peppered Farm says? Nope. Alright, bottom, top. I guess they're gonna get to draw a card with that. Feels kind of bad. Classic Junderino here. That's good for us. It's not good for us. Yep. I'm gonna ban Spirebluff Canal, I think. We'll Helix this. They put another Liliana, that's fine. Man, Twitch needs to get all their stuff together in a backpack. Tell you what. Just put it together in a backpack, Twitch. Pack it all up. At least we found a use for all of these extra lands, Mrs. Liliana. Mrs. Liliana of the Vale. God, I hate playing against discard spells so much. Those are your options in Modern, right? They're like play against 8 discard spells or play against dead on turn 3. Those are my options. Those are the 2 choices. We used to have this really sweet Cryptic Command to bounce this Liliana of the Vale. Now we don't. Super dead. Well, I mean, at least the last card's a removal spell. I mean, I guess that technically pressures this Liliana, right? I'm gonna play this so we can fetch Steam Vents with it. So sorry. So they don't have a Raging Ravine. Got that going for us. I mean, on the off chance they don't have a removal spell for this, like, we get to tag this. Otherwise, we're gonna be in trouble. Yep. So long, Hallowed Fountain. Please cast a threat. Please cast a threat. Hey, Deathly Fiend with the subscription. Thank you, bud. I appreciate it. Colonnade costs 5 to activate. Of course they have a removal spell. So we're dead. I guess we could draw Snapcaster or Burn Spell of some sort. We got a lot of those in our deck. I mean, hey, you know, so they're saying there's a chance. Soon. Alright, let's draw a Snapcaster Mage, please. Snapcaster? Snapcaster? That's an awful draw. I mean, I guess we technically get to counter whatever they play if they draw something worth playing. Even drawing a land there would have been fine, because if we hit running lands, we could have then pressured this with the Celestial Colonnade and been fine, but we hit our lands early. God, and they just hit all the running lands? That's really unfortunate for us. Snapcaster, please. Cryptic Command? Cryptic would be great, too. Alright, Bolt we can wait on. Yep. If we get another burn spell next turn, we get to kill this. You know? I'm saying there's a chance. Then there's this Tarmogoyf here that's going to destroy us. Dark Confidant. I'm pretty obligated to bolt this one, right? I guess I want to bolt them. Because I could draw a path for this next turn. I'd feel pretty silly if I did that. I mean, the good news is if we draw a land that's untapped, we can attack this. Kalitas. That's not good for us. Back to the street where we began. As good as love, as good as you know. I guess the good news is we're at 22. 20 with the Star Confidant. Maybe this Dark Confidant can kill them. Ooh. We are almost out of fetchables. We're gonna get the basic plains. Right, we discarded an island and a Hallowed Fountain earlier. I guess let's just leave that, actually, so I can draw that plains. Alright, so now here's a real question. Whose team is Bob on? I feel like Bob's on our team at this point. So, I think we're pathing this Kalitas, leaving the Dark Confidant here. We've got like 4 Electrolyzes, 4 Snapcasters, 2 Helix, 3 Bolts in our deck. I'm pretty sure Bob's batting for our team at this point. He flipped Kalitas last turn. I mean, he's a good guy. Grim Lavamancer, sure. Do this so they don't trigger their Lasgar's Vengeance. Even lands are reasonable. Like we hit an untapped land, we get to colonnade them probably. You're good cause you can, so you do. Feeling so good, just the way that we do when it's not. And I could kill the Liliana the Veil here, but I'm pretty sure if we didn't kill the Bob, we're supposed to colonnade them. Oh no. Oh, I have these backwards, don't I? I need to change my hotkeys real quick. Size of the moon. Alright. I had to rebind all my hotkeys. There we go. Alright. Oh, we're gonna put a stop there. Attack them. This also puts them dead to a bolt too, so you got like bolts and helixes. If they even flip a 1-drop here, they're dead to Electrolyze as well, which we have a bunch of. Scavenging Ooze. That's a fucking great draw for them. Holy god. Wait. Maybe it's not? There's only 1 troop? No, I'm a liar. There's only 1 troop in this crypt. There's 1 more over here. So there's 2 troops in the crypts. 1 Barbarino. 1. Oh, they can Lava Man this Bob down. But if they didn't hit removal, the Colonnade kills them. So maybe. We don't know what the card they drew for the turn was, right? Like they flipped Skews to the Bob, and they had a draw step. If they even just drew Bolt, they can Bolt plus Lava Man to kill this, but then like this could possibly kill them next turn. Excuse me. I played a lot of Jeskai control in my day in Modern, and The matches against Jund that you win, these are usually how they look. It's just like Dark Confidant ends up playing for your team. He's down a push and a terminate already, though, so, like, they probably don't have that many more removal spells to deal with this. Believer, believer. Hey. Believer, believer. Yeah, right? My body is ready for the Snapcaster Mage. Make me a believer. I mean, if we draw the Snapcaster Mage, we're just, like, going for it with this Colonnade, right? Come on, just like push the Liliana here up so that way I can kill you with this Colonnade. Please? So you're telling me that you're just dead? Alright, good game. Right. One, two, three. Oh, and then they can Grim Lavamancer and kill this. Yeah, okay. So they actually discarding that there means they can go to 1 here. Because they can Grim Lavaman kill... No, they only have 3 green sources. I'm a liar. I'm a liar. They only have 3 green sources. Attack them. Alright, sweet. Just like magic in its purest form here, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, I'm assuming we want these cards. Rain down. I don't think I want these logic dots. Usually you just want to play to the board in this kind of matchup. This is good at, like, fighting Liliana, but, like, we have burn spells for fighting Liliana. I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to bring in the Jace, the Clique, and then cut 3 of the logic knots. I guess Spreading Seas isn't terrible. The problem with Spreading Seas is that, like, when they discard it or, like, knock it off one of their lands with an Abrupt Decay, it makes their Tarmogoyfs bigger. And I hate dealing with Tarmogoyf. Yeah. I don't feel like I have another good cut for them. Like, I could bring 1 in over this logic knot, but, like, the rest of our cards are... No, Electrolyze is good. You need Electrolyze to grind through Liliana the Veil. If we're not playing the logic knots, we need these to grind through that. And killing Dark Confidant is also exceedingly relevant. Like, Dark Confidant's not always playing for our team in the mid to late game. When would you bring in the Seas? I'm pretty sure these are in here for the Eldrazi-Tron matchup. I would imagine. Like, that deck's kind of popular. This is card for card a deck list from one of the Grand Prix, so I'm just playing their 75 verbatim. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna submit like this. I mean, we're basically a glorified burn deck, right? So I don't think we're supposed to cut any of these things. I mean, you could just burn the Tron player out. And just, like, bolt you on 1, Snapcaster Mage on 2, Queller your thing on 3, start attacking. This hand's great. You know why? It's got lands in it. Brian Ruther with the 12 months of support. Thank you for the huge support. I do appreciate it. Ojitai. Well, you see, I'm now running a thing where if you want to send me the money it costs to play the league, I will play your deck list card for card in that league as a subscriber. So if you want me to play Ojitais, let's Ojitai it up. I'm going to lead on this Scalding Tarn, since we drew this bolt. Because if they play Dark Confidant here, I'm just going to go, like, fetch Sacred Foundry, kill your idiot, I think. No, for subs, definitely, I'm going to do it just the cost of the league, because subscribers are great. You guys give me money anyways, so if someone's not a subscriber, I'm going to add a little tax on top of it and ask for 20. But if you're a sub, just, you know, cost of the league. Call it even. Leagues are 12 bucks. So if you're one of my subscribers for 12 bucks, I'll play your deck in a league at some point. That being said, it is going to be a first come, first serve basis, so like, you know. I've got one in the queue right now. And I am going to play my own deck still at some point. We're not just going to play all donated decks, but I will put them in a queue. And we'll work our way through it. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to play this. We're probably just, like, snap bolting their dome. It's like, this guy is a 2-1 that reads red kicker, deal 3 damage. It needs to be a reasonable deck. I reserve the right to refuse your deck list. And refund your money, but, you know, if it's reasonable, or if you allow me to change something that's obnoxious, do I feel it's reasonable? Yeah, man, sure. I'm gonna bring the lightning bolt here because I actually want to make my land drops here, and then we're just gonna like snap bolt the Liliana of the Veil and then like attack it with the Snapcaster Mage here. So I'm not really sure what there's abrupt decays in their deck post board. Weird. Alright, I haven't actually looked at it, Waffle, and also I don't really know what Commander decks are good or bad, so I don't really have a good metric for that. And playing a bad deck in Commander is probably like fine. Oh, that was a good draw, especially after they just discarded whatchamahoots. Oh, you know what? They have Raging Ravine here. I didn't notice the Raging Ravine when I discarded last turn. I think I'm still just supposed to play this. And if he wants to fire up the Raging Ravine, he wants to fire up the Raging Ravine. I'll draw a card. I guess I could have theoretically plussed that to let them draw a card too, but that seems loose. They have untapped land here. I feel a little bit bad, but if they don't have untapped land, we're actually in a pretty good spot. They're just like bolting my Jace. Yep, you've bolted my cantrip. Scavenging use, sure. We're just eating something now. Sure. I mean, I'm just gonna like get more pressure on the table here since they tapped out. Go ahead and target that bolt. Bolt your nerd. Attack you for 2. Well, I mean, the 1v1 EDH on Magic Online is a little bit more competitive than like what you see in paper. They're just firing up Raging Ravine here. We can 10 out of 10 race that with the second Snapcaster and this Lightning Helix. Or this third Snapcaster, sorry. Yeah, this is just firing this up, right? Oh yeah, come and get me, big boy. I mean, he junted me pretty hard in the first game. We just like ripped out of it like the professional that I am. So yeah, I'm just gonna like hit you for 4 down to 13. Are we playing Dark Confidant? That would be great. Firing up Raging Ravine, also great. Yep, deal. Cometh at me, bro. Alright, that puts him to 10. Yeah, that's fine. Serum Visions, deal. Spell Queller calling. Definitely don't want that. This is probably fine. I'm in the market for this. I feel like feel like I don't even want that. I feel like we just want to, like... Oh, you know what? I had the fetch land here in my hand that we drew off the Serum Visions. I should have left the Queller on top to give myself the option to get it later. This is the GP Kobe deck list. Mono 4 of Jeskai Queller deck. Zap. There are links to the deck list below the stream. It kind of blows my mind how many people don't do that. Like it's really not that hard. That's what we are, right? We're glorified. I mean, when I look at this deck list, like, yep, just glorified burn deck. Sure. He's been pushed off a cliff. Damage. Okay, glad we took the time to do that. All right, game 3s are overrated. This 0-2 was to Red Green Valakut, which is probably a miserable matchup. Felt pretty miserable. This is a burn deck that gets to play Cryptic Command. Sign me up. All I want to do in life is just, like, cast 4 Cryptic Commands, right? I just, like, put 4 of this card in my deck. And occasionally bounce Snapcaster. And this deck playing 4 Electrolyze, too. Just, like, sign me up. Whoa, JW. I need you to calm down there for a second. We are only 2-1 right now. We could very easily finish this League 2-3. Yeah, hopefully at some point the Magic Online developers learn what the letters API stand for. Pretty easy mulligan. I think I'm supposed to keep this. I want to keep this. I'm Scribe. Oh, we keep losing money with the degenerate decks, so we can't bolt on 1 because we need that Scalding Tarn. You know. Everything else is hunky-dory. Beware of cats. Seriously? Whoa, they just... Okay, well, opponent is obnoxious, I guess. What is this API you speak of? Alright, so... Opponent's playing Living End, apparently. And we're just going to go shock here and play this Ambush Viper. Let's start attacking. They mulliganed and then scried bottom, so you know, whatever. Alright, burn deck go. Tick tock. Tick tock. I will say this, having reinstalled Magic Online, it is running much faster than it was previously. Click's probably fine, Negate's probably fine, Electrolyze is probably too slow in this matchup. Dispel worth bringing in. Dispel might be fine, because a lot of times they have Ricochet Trap and Beast Within. It's probably worth it. Just like trim that, leave the Helixes and the Bolt, so that way I can have some reach. Maybe splitting Path and Electrolyze is fine. It's just like Path's kind of medium in the matchup. I don't hate just having reach. These are only good if they start casting their idiots. Yeah, I'm going to split these, split the difference on here. This might be wrong, but let's give it a try. Pathing our own things also isn't unreasonable if we're getting Fulminator Mage out of the game. To do with her. She's from a different world. I prefer to have paths. I mean, like, yeah, if the game gets to a point where, like, they're casting their crap, path is fine. Yeah, she got a fake ID. They'll never know she's 17. Kids are asleep. You gotta deal with me singing. I apologize in advance. Yep. And looks great. A dirty little secret. Opponent's great bottom, sure. I'm gonna lead on Colonnade tapped. Yeah, you cast Cryptic Command with counter your spell, bounce a permanent, and then Cryptic has 2 targets and you can't ricochet trap something with 2 targets. What's that, Ryan? God, miss a land drop again. Rats, we're so unlucky. Alright, I'm gonna fetch a... You're not wrong. I love me some Spell Sprite. I'm gonna shock myself with this. Cast the Serum Visions. 10 out of 10. Want a Logic Knot. Don't need another Bolt at this point in my life. 17. Oh, she's... They could just put a bunch of idiots into play next turn. If they put a bunch of idiots into play next turn, that's whatever. We'll concede. You're also getting Fulminator Maged here. Vomit. God, this format blows. Holy shit. I'm just not even going to try. I guess I'll bring in this Wear Tear for their Blood Moons. I'll bring in this last path so I can path myself while I'm under a Blood Moon. I mean, yeah, keep, I guess. Yeah, basic island at least. Doesn't have meaningful interaction. Clique's not very good in this matchup. It's just good as a clock. It's not actually meaningful disruption because they cycle so many cards that, like, if you click one of their things away, they're just going to have another one. I mean, that's not even true at all. I can't cast Cryptic Commands or Logic Knots with just one island. Like, they'll just, like, go off and kill me, because that's how the game works. I've played Magic before. Do I want both of these? I mean, we were still dead even if they were paths. Yeah, I don't think I want the Snapcaster. I agree. 10 out of 10 want the Queller. God, my body is ready for the Simian Spirit Guide Blood Moon that's about to happen here. God, my body is ready for it. God, this card. Can we just ban this card in Modern? I hate free spells. God bless. There's no Blood Moon this turn. Got him, fam. Kill me. I'm gonna click them this turn, which might be wrong. I'm just gonna click them into Blood Moon, because I've read this book before. There's 2 Blood Moons over here. Yeah. I mean, I guess they don't have a land, right? They have 8 cards and they don't have a land, so, like, welcome to my... Alright. That's fantastic. Alright, no. I would not like to take any of your Magic cards from you, opponent. You can keep all those. All those are yours for keepsies. I mean, that was, like, the best possible result we could have had, right? Ding. Right. That's just what a dumb game. At least the match against Jund was interesting. We both had like a bunch of choices. This game just like nothing's happened, right? Just like I conceded to a Blood Moon. They didn't play a land this game. A whole lot of nothing's probably gonna happen. Like, what are we even doing here, really? Is this may cast or they have to cast? That may cast that card. That's annoying. That was a fantastic draw. Holy crap, that was good. Are they dead? They might be dead to that. Okay, trigger results. Yeah, they have 2 outbursts. Oh, you know what? I want to logic not this living end because they could, what's it called? They could draw a land and then ricochet trap this next turn. They can't, you can't ricochet trap, you can't ricochet trap Spell Queller, right? Yeah, you can't ricochet trap Spell Queller, so I'm going to go ahead and logic dot this living end. We're going to do it delving 1 here. Sure. So counter unless they pay 2. Their hand right now is Blood Moon, Beast Within, Fulminator Mage, another Violent Outburst, sure. So they're going to 5. Please shock yourself. You have Ricochet Trap. How can you lose? Yeah, look at that. Look at the stone. They should do it now because then they can't be Cryptic Command with Ricochet Trap. Can't beat that either. Alright. We have successfully outplayed our opponent. No, I paid 1 mana too, so they'll load that thing was counter unless they paid 2. Alright, I'm gonna kill you in response. Is that okay? Is that allowed? Alright, good. Good, clean, interactive Magic. What a format. Magic. I mean, this deck's playing cards I like at least. Ah, the old Pig Norton, a true classic. I mean, keep, sure. My body's ready to die on turn 2. Turn 3? Turn 3 format, it's not turn 2 format. Cryptic Command, sign me up. I don't know exactly what we're looking for yet, but it's not lands. Yep, I think those are just like top here, right? I'm gonna go top, because I probably am okay with this Logic Knot, but I might not want another Electrolyze, and I leave myself the option to fetch away that Electrolyze with this Flooded Strand. Sweet. I think this matchup's good for us. Alright, I'm pretty sure we want the other Electrolyze in this matchup, so I'm just going to play this. I can only counter unless they pay 1 this turn, which is fine. Probably fine. Hopefully it's fine. Yeah. Counter that. Void that. It's probably not bad. Like I said, I just copied a deck list card for card. This is probably getting Sacred Foundry. I'm just gonna get Steam Vents. I don't have that up now, which kind of sucks. Alright, I'm just supposed to counter this, right? Yeah. We could still die next turn. They could infinite life combos next turn. Wow, that's good for us. Holy crap. I'm just gonna kill this now. Should I just kill this with Electrolyze? Probably. Not a piece of cake for you to just discard. I'm gonna leave this uncracked, so I'm representing Logic Knot. Yeah, that's good. This matchup has to be great, right? If this matchup's not great, this deck's definitely unplayable. Which I'm not saying it's not unplayable. This draws a card, and I'm just going to get a chance to use my Cryptic Command this turn, so counter your spell, draw a card. Back fully. I'm not a piece of cake for you to just discard. God, just look at all my no buttons that I gave to you last night. Well, I can't snap Cryptic Command, can I? That's fine. I can snap Logic Knot. That feels bad. Messed up a little bit here. Could have drawn a card. I guess I got to use my mana, so it's not all bad here. I think this is the part where we just turn the corner. Get you down to 11. Got 8 points in my hand here that I gave to you. Kitchen Figs kind of sucks, but anything else is fine. Yeah, it's fine. God, Voice of Resurgence, what a tilt. What a rude magic card. Are they dead? Should figure that out. Helix you to 8. Hit with Colonnade. They're not quite dead, so I don't just want to give them a freebie, I don't think. That's another Helix. Now are they dead? This is actually just 11 in my hand. This costs 9 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, yep, sure. Do I have enough red to do this and enough white? Yeah, I think so. Oh, yeah. Filthy, filthy burn deck. Are we good here? Good. Excellent. Glad we could have this conversation. Alright, get in here. Dispel sounds great. Man, what am I even supposed to cut? All of our cards look good. We countered the Kitchen Finks, to be fair. Am I supposed to trim these logic knots? Is that the trim here? The rest of these cards just seem like great, right? This card doesn't seem bad, though. Anyone? How do we feel about any of the rest of these cards? Like, I certainly want... Man, I don't know. Probably not. I guess it flies over, but, like, which one of my cards are bad? Like, am I supposed to cut Cryptic Commands? That can't possibly be right. I think Cryptic's better than this. I guess this is kind of awkward because they can hold up a lot of mana. Maybe I don't want to draw all of them. Just, like, leave 2 little counters in here. The little counters that could. I guess this is technically a counter, too. Better than... I mean, if I'm not boarding in all 3 Grim Lavamancer against the Birds of Paradise deck, why is it in my board? Like, real talk here. And I guess if I'm boarding in these, the logic knots get a lot worse, right? So, like, that's a pretty natural swap. I think I'm going to do this. Spell Queller seems great. Their deck is very removal light, and Grim Lavamancer is going to stretch it. That's fair, Ryan. Maybe I should do that. I mean, kill 1 thing, kill 2 things, kill 3, kill 4. Opponent mulligan, sure. Thanks for the Prime sub, Mom. I appreciate it. Free dollar bills. I should check my Facebook message and see if that's her way of getting a hold of me. The land. Oh, yeah. Blast that one. Run, run. I'm going to shock this in. We're probably pathing or helixing something here. If they play Finks, we'll probably path it. Yep. So I get to rebuy with this. Yeah, I'm just going to helix this, I think. Just, like, be resource efficient here. Buffer our life total a little bit. Sweet. And then... yeah, I'm just going to shock this in so we have the option to Electrolyze here. They're probably just passing with company up. Upkeeping the company is good, then I can't Cryptic Command it. It's a good line. Then you bargained for yet. Yep, that resolves, unfortunately. You wanna hear, cause that's just who I am this week. So, probably gonna, like, Electrolyze 1-1 and then path this Kitchen Finks. You're getting company back. Unless we draw, like, Queller. We did not draw Queller. I think we're just going to grind him out here. Let's just path this. Hopefully we're going to grind him out. Play this Flooded Strand and pass. Cock it and pull it. We're going down in a really low. That's annoying. Yeah, I'm going to Electrolyze in response to this. Keep our life... again, just like kind of keeping our life total high until we can really take over the game. Feel a little bit bad that we blew our path, so I'm digging for another one of those as well, or a Snapcaster Mage for the path. Is this more than you bargained for yet? Commune with nature. Alright, they're playing that card in this deck. That's interesting. That seems like a real risk in your... play the top 5 cards of your deck, put the rest of your bottom in any order. That's annoying. Alright, we hit the Queller. That's good. So... I guess it's actually kind of medium, right? So I can't... If I Helix this, I'm going to give them a token. But I kind of want to take this off the table. So we're definitely playing that out. What are we supposed to Helix here is the question. Taking the Snapcaster Mage off the tables, or the Scoos off the table is pretty appealing. I think that's correct. And then if they company on their turn, I probably just want to Queller it and give them a token. Because I can like bounce the token later with a Cryptic Command. Oh, I tapped both my white sources there. That was loose. I have to fetch Shock now. This is probably just like a main phase company because they've got the voice. Yep. Now I have to fetch Shock because I'm a big dumb stupid. So they're going to get a 2-2, but that's fine, I think. They have a path. It's going to feel real bad if they have a path. Electrolyze is a great draw. Let's just go ahead and do this now. See what we draw. I tap my lands right? Yeah, I think so. Serum Visions deal. Whoa, did not mean to move into my combat step, but that's fine. There's a Snapcaster, that's good, and there's a Lightning Helix. So bottom a land, top the Helix. Helix is great because it's going to let us buffer our life total a little bit more and kind of win this race, hopefully. See how many creatures they can put to play. If they have another collected company here, they could hit us for like 8 or 10 possibly. If they put 3 creatures into play, we're going to be in a real bad spot. Or do I want to keep the Colonnade? I don't think so. I think I just want action. Hey, look, a good target for Lightning Helix. I'll take 6 here. Can I just race here? That's a question you have to ask yourself with this deck a lot. It's like, can I just race? So I can go hit you to 11, Helix, Snap, Helix you down to 5, and then I untap and only have 4 power. So yeah, I think I'm supposed to spend the Helix here. I don't think they're quite low enough for us to be able to race like that. I could, like, count on them using the Horizon Canopies for a mana or 2 in this turn, like, if they make more clues, but I think that's a little bit loose. We're probably winning this game by just killing that and then passing the turn, pushing the Cryptic Command up, too. Yeah, maybe Colonnade was fine to keep. Yep. And, like, if they cast another threat here, I can, like, Cryptic Command, counter your spell, bounce one of these elementals. Not. That's sweet for us. I'm not going to Snapcaster at end step because I don't want them to be able to Cord or Company while... Oh, okay. I'm definitely countering. The question is what are we doing with the other half? I think it's just counter draw at this point. Might be greedy. Yep, pretty good for us. That's pretty good. Citizen out of me. And keep an eye on you, son. Things you do. The drugs never work. 'Cause they got methods of keeping you clean. No blocks. Cog in the murder machine. I'm supposed to bounce one of these now, probably. Counter target spell, return that to its owner's hand. Just in case this goes sideways or like they have another thing here. Let's just get one of these elementals off the table. Yep. Yep. So they get to recast a collected company now, which kind of sucks. I should have helixed my own guy. Why? Why would I helix my own guy? I wouldn't have done anything. I am, however, going to take this helix and send it up here. Burn spell. Healing pose, maybe they'll leave you alone, but not me. Teenage scare. Oh, baby! We didn't just cash a Modern League, we 4-1'd it. Get all those big, beautiful treasure chests. Pose, maybe they'll leave you alone, but not me. I mean, we were burn deck, right? Like, we killed them from 11 in the first game, and, like, we just killed them there. Open the chest. $2.40 donation, Ryan. They're worth $2.40 a piece. You send me $2.40, I'll open a chest. Do I need to change the sideboard at all? Any suggestions? So we played it card for card. I don't think I want to jack with the main deck, but be willing to shuffle around cards on the board. Cards that I'm pretty confident should be in the board. The Cliques and the Ceremonious Rejection seem great. And some amount of these Grim Lavamancer seems great. No, Ryan, I got kids to feed. You made me thousands of dollars months ago. I do have a Snapcaster in the board. I wouldn't hate having some cards in the board that were good against Valakut. You're the worst, right? Miss Jackson, we are not scared. Yeah, definitely. The question, can we play Molten Rain? Is that real? This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's only 15 red. That's probably not enough red to play Molten Rain. We could play Crumble. I don't hate Crumble. It's a little bit worse than Spreading Seas against Eldrazi. We could, like, split the difference here. Halo's not any good against Ad Nauseam because when they go off, they draw their deck, so they'll just have an answer to whatever they have going on. I don't think Soulfire Grandmaster solves any problems. I could be talked into a Crumble to Dust. Let me go see how much those are. Runed Halo is good against... I guess Runed Halo is good against... Yeah, I'm not buying Runed Halos right now. I can go get some Crumble to Dust, though. Those are cheap. I mean, when you board in Grim Lavamancer, you can cut the logic dots. That's why they're in the board. Are you not scared, Miss Jackson? Oh, geez. Moto, please. Moto, please. Where will you be waking up to? Oh, does this bot not exist? Oh, there we go. You see, when I don't play my music, you all can listen to your own music, and then I'm not breaking any copyright laws or stealing anything for you all, like other people that stream music. Everyone that streams music on Twitch that's copyrighted is breaking laws, and they're breaking the copyright. I don't know if they're breaking laws. I'm not a lawyer, but they're definitely breaking the agreement that they signed with Twitch when they started streaming, just for reference. What does Karanos do in the current format? It's miserable, right? Like, the grindy decks in the format are like Death Shadow decks, so, like, Karanos sounds miserable there. Actually, it's funny, we were talking about today just, like, how bad, actually, I commented today when we were talking about this deck, how bad Karanos is in the current format. I do like the idea of a Disdainful Stroke somewhere. Disdainful Stroke's, like, playable against Collected Company, too, right? God, I already have Disdainful Stroke. There's 2 of them right here. No. It doesn't kill Gurmag Angler or Tasigur, which are their other threats, or Tarmogoyf if they're on the other one. Nah, Blood Moon's not that bad. You can cast most of your spells through Blood Moon. And like you can just counterspell the Blood Moon too. Got a lot of counterspells. I don't know if I buy this Jace being good. Alright, I'm gonna do that. Let's save it. Constructed, Leagues, Modern. Alright, Ryan. You're getting there. You've thrown a lot of Twitch pennies in there. Man, people just start naming cards that are like, yeah, you're right. Those cards are Jeskai colored and they are modern legal. Good on you, chat. It's like, oh god. We're trying to fix problems here. I said a problem matchup was, what's it called? Hard matchup was Valakut. So we added Crumbles and Disdainful Strokes. That's called problem solving. When you make changes to a Magic deck, you want to ask yourselves, what problem am I solving by making this change? This hand's great, fam. Love to keep. The old Mog Fanatic. Okay. Well, we know what we're playing against. I'm going to lead on Celestial Colonnade tapped here so I can Helix on 2 without having taken any damage. Sure. I mean, we just cut cards that we're good against Eldrazi Tron. I haven't actually played against Eldrazi Tron yet. The matchup seems like it's probably okay on paper. Man. Remember that time I couldn't counter this? Pepperidge Farm remembers. I guess we're just killing that. I'm getting hit for a bunch here. Feels bad. At least just passing the turn now. With Logic Knot and Spell Queller up. If they don't play anything pre-combat, I'm probably just going to Flash Queller and block. Goblin Grenade's a sorcery. They can't... Wait, right? Yeah, it's sorcery. Alright. What's funny here too is if they kill the Spell Queller and recast this Goblin Grenade, they have to sacrifice another Goblin to cast it. Sure. We're gonna take 5 here and block the Mog Fanatic. Ooh, yeah, I think I'm okay with this block. Because even if they sacrifice this to kill this and then recast the grenade, I'm only taking 3/8 and they're losing their entire board. So, yeah, deal. I wonder if they don't know that they need to sacrifice a goblin to recast it. Okay, lose your board. I go to 6. Deal. Oh, Snap Helix. Is that good? If so, why? Please explain. More Quellers. Bottom, top, Rooney. Can Logic Knot for like 3 here and not feel bad about it. Okay, I just want to make some land drops, right? Just cool down over there. Rawr. Gonna snap this Helix, buff our life total a bit here. Get the race on. That's why the Jeskai control decks are the better control decks in Modern, because you can just like turn the corner and start burning them out. Our blue burn deck, basically. Opponent concedes. The game's not over yet, but the game's not ending yet, but it is over. Ask your opponent if his goblins are thirsty. Oh, look at that. And that sounds good. Probably Logic Knots out. Hey, look at that. The Lavamancer came in and the Logic Knots came out. Weird. Cryptic Command's probably a little bit medium too. I don't hate just bringing in the clicks as just like 3/1s that help clean up. Help close the game. I can see Dispel and Negate being okay. Because Kiki-Jiki based cord decks are awful and you should not play them. They could try and Blood Moon us post boards. Like maybe I should leave Logic Knock in for that, but that seems a little loose. I think I'm just going to do this. Maybe Blood Moon us will just concede and move on to the next game. This looks great. Opponent mulligan, sign me up. For you in the dark. I think we're fetching Steam Vents here. Smuggler's Copter, okay. Nope. Nothing without knowing what cards you had on your side of the board. Bottom this. I think I'm going to top this because I would like to have all of my basics through a Blood Moon here, so we'll fetch another island with that. We even left a land on top of our deck like a professional. Yeah, Jeskai Nahiri hasn't been good in a long time. I'd probably argue the Jeskai Nahiri deck was never actually good. Alright, kill that one. This guy's gonna give us a land because he's a pal. Is that good? If so, why? Can anyone explain? I think I'm just gonna draw something to click here. This might be wrong. Maybe actually, if I'm gonna play the click, I could just like get a second red source, so I just have all these red cards in my hand. Yeah, not getting a mountain there was probably wrong. Because like if I play the click out, Bushwhacker. Bottom that. Sure. Hey, Roll Calc 63 with the resubscription. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it. Welcome back. Yep. Yeah, I 10 out of 10 should have just fetched a mountain last turn. I don't think we're going to get punished for it, hopefully, but we'll see. We could. Stop, you're killing me. Yeah, there's the red source. So, yep. So I'm just going to go ahead and snap Helix this Storko. And then cast this Grim Lavamancer. Yep, Legacy is definitely the best format in Magic. Ten out of 10. Definitely enjoying that more than everything else. I'm just trying to find, like, a modern deck I enjoy playing. Because, like, I would like to, like, if I have a modern event come up, like, have something. Or, like, maybe play the modern challenge occasionally on a Saturday when I'm home. I mean, like, this deck seems fine. Be scared of me. Control. The Druid decks aren't particularly playable on Magic Online. I find it really frustrating to play with them on the online interface because there's no loops. So there's one video of me trying to play it and losing a match because of Magic Online being Magic Online. So I'm just not submitting myself to those. I think the Druid decks are very good. I think the Abzan Collected Company version of the Druid deck is probably the best, with the Kitchen Finks and Viscera Seer in it. I'll play this tapped. I think Polluted Delta on 1 means there's a pretty low chance I want a Helix on 2. Nope, the Kiki decks are really bad right now. Like jamming Saheeli doesn't change that. Should be scared of me, who is in control. I'm just gonna quell something. Maybe it's bad to do it this turn, but like they're not cracking these fetches anyways, so like they're probably gonna be able to fatal push this Queller regardless of when it happens. So just do it now and get our idiot on the table. Probably gonna be like fetch, push this, and then cast the Thought Scour, and then cast the Delve Idiot. I really don't like the Death Shadow variants. Like, when everyone's playing all these discard strategies in Modern, I just, like, don't enjoy them. I don't find the gameplay particularly interesting. If you understand how Modern works, the discard decks aren't particularly complex to play. You just, like, need to know what cards you're taking out of people's hands. So, it kind of removes some of the interesting for me. It's looking like our opponent's playing some kind of Esper deck. Could be Control, could be Death Shadow. I'm just like firing off these Quellers to fire off these Quellers. This game is probably coming down to burning them out. Or maybe the Celestial Colonnade punching the clock and going to work. This have fetch so we can push my Queller off a cliff. Kiki Chord isn't good as a fast combo deck. If you want to play a fast combo deck, you should play something that's not Kiki Chord. If you want to play a fast combo deck in Modern that involves Birds of Paradise, you should probably be playing the card Collected Company. And again, like, people, when you're building decks and making changes, you want to ask yourself, like, what problem am I solving by making the change? Is this a Detention Sphere? Snap Push, sure. You want to ask yourself, what problem? And they're going to 6, and I've got a bunch of burn in my hand. Sounds great. Think of Ad Nauseam. Ad Nauseam is probably okay. The rise of the Counter Company's deck probably makes Ad Nauseam worse because that deck combos pretty consistently. I mean, it's real competitive in, like, the context of, like, Tier 2 Modern decks are real competitive. Like, sure, it's fine, probably. There's probably worse things you could be doing at any given point in a Modern tournament than this. Like, if you show up with this to an average Modern tournament, like, I don't know, a quarter of the room's deck's probably worse than what you're doing. Cryptic Command, is that good? If so, why? Please explain. What we do want to make sure here is that we don't run our Cryptic Command into a stubborn denial for counter unless you pay 1. Modern's the type of format where, like, you can kind of just do whatever you want, and, like, as long as you, like, playing reasonable Magic cards in your deck and, like, understand what's going on and can play Magic well, like, you're probably going to win some amount of games. So, like, this deck meets those requirements. Like, there's a Death Shadow. So I think we just Queller this, right? They know the Queller's coming, though, is the thing. Why am I playing this deck? I'm playing this deck because it's playing a bunch of cards I like to play. We're just being completely honest here. Is this a Logic Dot? A Deprive. Yep. Man, are we dead? We might be dead. Serum Visions. Yeah, sure, why not? Good for more burn spells. That's, like, technically a burn spell, right? Bottom, top. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to do it the other way, actually. Alright, let's see if we got another counterspell here. Leonin Arbiter is not a reasonable Modern card. Yeah, I should have, I did that wrong. I should have put Spirebluff Canal on top of my deck, and then drawn the Spirebluff Canal this turn, and then drawn the Island next turn. I've found in my experience, and this isn't just limited to Modern, it's like every format in Magic, people like to tell you that whatever deck they're playing in a particular moment is really hard to play, because it makes them feel smart. If their deck is hard to play, they're smart for playing it, because they're winning with it, and it's hard to play, then they have to be smart to be getting those last percentage points out of it. Alright, that's a Path to Exile. That's a very good draw. You know, one of my opponent's 3 cards right now is a... whatchamacallit, right? It's a Shockland that they bounced. You on the phone. Not my bags. This is another Deprive. Sure. And then we're going to Snap Path here. Chasing me down. Yeah, I'm just supposed to Cryptic Command that. Putting the Snapcaster into play seems fine. In my experience, and I've played a lot of different decks of a lot of different power levels in a lot of different formats, the decks that are actually hard to play are the decks that they're just not very good. And the reason why they're hard to play is that you have to eke every percentage point out of the deck that you can, because the deck's not good enough to carry you at all. So, like, Cycle, Street Wraith, yep. Alright, is this gone? Please tell me this is gone. Seriously, we hit another Deprive? For fuck's sake. That's a tilt. I mean, if the Snapcaster Mage is a blocker if they don't have push here. They always have the push, right? The Amulet Bloom deck actually isn't that hard to play. Yeah, it's just, again, people, yeah. It just plays Magic differently than what a lot of people are used to seeing. So, like, it's like, yeah, this is hard. It's like, no, really, it's just like, it's kind of just different. Right, that was a great draw. It means they should be dead. Bolt you. Counter that, Helix you. Wow, it has the Stubborn Denial. Glad we drew like a professional. I guess if we would have just drawn an untapped land, we could have Cryptic Commanded. Yeah, dead. Man, multiple Deprives and Stubborn Denial. Alright, what are we doing with our lives here? The Dispel's probably good for fighting over their stuff. These are probably fine. Clique's probably not bad. Clique's probably not terrible. I feel like a lot of these cards are just going to get us in trouble. I probably just, like, don't want this Fistful of Cryptic Commands. I can do this, maybe. Why would I want Spreading Seas in this matchup? Yeah, I think leaving one in's probably fine. And don't get me wrong, like, Magic as a whole is a very complicated game. There's a lot going on in most games of Magic. So, like, I'm just going to keep this hand because our opponent actually, maybe I'm supposed to mulligan this. They might not have that much discard in their deck if they're playing a bunch of Deprives. Yeah, they might not actually. I didn't think about that. Normally, I just, like, keep lands and spells against decks full of discard spells, but they might not actually have that many discard spells in their deck. If we see Souls, we'll bring in the Snapcaster. I've got 4 Electrolyzes in my main deck, so, like, we're not that bad against Souls. Like, there's certainly Thoughtseizes in their deck, right? Because Death Shadow, but... I'm going to play the Scalding Tarn here as opposed to the Spirebluff Canal because I would like to be able to Logic Knot for 1 potentially next turn. They boarded in Nihil Spellbomb. Okay. Thanks for watching, Terror. I appreciate it. We're not going to go too much longer tonight. It's 11:30 here. I got to be up with the kids in the morning. Being over it. Yeah, some amount of Sensor might be okay. Logic Knot's pretty powerful. I don't know what I'd cut, though. I kind of just have, like, mad respect for the guy just jamming mono 4-ifs in his modern deck, though. So, like, I'm not sure. Not sure I really want to do anything like that. Just getting this. Yeah, I've got plenty of red sources in my hand. This is probably going to be a draw step click next turn. Sing hallelujah. Are we doing stuff at my end step here? Sure. This is the Grand Prix list. I actually don't know the gentleman's name. This list top 8'd one of the Grand Prix on the last Modern weekend. You know, like Esper Charm me or something? Man, I'm literally about to get Esper Charm, aren't I? Orzhov Charm. Well then. Yep. Okay. Sure, let's try this. A lot of things could stop this, but let's give it a try. Even if this gets stubbed, like something's getting stubbed at some point, this loses to Street Wraith is the problem. Yeah, we're getting stubbed, that's fine. He was the only one for me, 2 weeks away. Oh, I played the wrong land too? God, I'm a big dumb stupid. I was so tilted by the Orzhov Charm that we played the wrong land. But I got him where I want him now. I was just like, well, fetching tap tier, they can't do anything at the end step that I really care about. They sure showed me. Feels so good. But I want him right now. So good. What's a warrior, nothing more. I'm sorry, that'll never change. I'm actually gonna wait on this click. Probably clicking myself during their end step. And by that, I mean probably chump blocking with this click. I mean, they don't know. We could have just drawn this, right? And it's not actually going to affect our curve here, so it's like whatever. They paid mana for that. Sure, they're probably just like taking a look at my hand to see what they need to play around, right? ATG, we cashed a league for the first time in like 5 modern leagues, so you know, maybe this is what we're doing now. If you have a removal spell, these just kill me. Or deprive. We're dead to a lot right now. The out is they have nothing, and we click ourselves into a burn spell and then draw a burn spell for the turn. I'm assuming the Lava Man coming against the tiny creature decks. Yep. Man, even make the Death Shadows bigger for the... Yeah, people talked about Nahiri being ban-worthy because they're giant crybabies like most things in Magic. The only thing Magic players enjoy more than playing Magic is complaining about Magic. Just, you know. Feel awkward as I should. This deck does feel like it's a little light on meaningful interaction for the Death Shadow matchup. I'm imagining a dark lit place for my place on my plate. Well, I'm not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you. I wanna make them. Damn, man, I'm probably top 3. I don't think I'm probably not number 1. Desperately. Sand just doesn't do anything. Sand's better. One thing really means one. I'm gonna top that and then we'll just fetch it away. I'm still imagining a dark lit place. Oh, your place, oh, my place. Match is what your eyes can do. You'll probably move right through. I mean, most people that play Magic complain about Magic because, like, they see all these things that, like, WotC continually does, and they're just like, well, I really like this game, and I really want this game to be better. And if they just, like, did things that make sense, like, you know, not putting Marvel in Standard and things like that, where's the pithing needles? My way to you. Dealer's choice here. The Clique is gone. Interesting. Because you're standing still. Get Sacred Foundry here. Not that many. Me on my way to you. Nope. Traveling for Magic's really expensive, and I'm mostly just not doing it this year. The amount of return you get for doing well in tournaments, like, Magic tournaments are heavily weighted towards the top, and it's not even just, like, you don't even just have to top 8, you have to, like, win the tournament to, like, have reasonable payouts in Magic tournaments. So, like, especially flying to things is just, like, a huge cash sink. If they fix Standard, I might show up to the Invitational, but definitely not playing opens that aren't within driving distance this year. Yep. Alright, so we have Path to Exile plus... He doesn't know about this Logic Knot here, so hopefully they go to Deprive us and then we can Logic Knot them. The dawning of the rest of our lives on holiday. So long. Yeah, like less than 6 hours, like places in the Midwest. It also depends on the time of year, too. Like, in the summer, Atlanta's probably more than drivable. Bang on a monument. Back to dreamland if they're from the Hall of Light. I'm not just going to fire off this Electrolyze willy-nilly, I don't think. Oh, we've got the Logic Dots. Am I supposed to play this Spell Queller and kill him? I feel like I'm probably just supposed to play the Spell Queller at this point. Like, it's probably just going to eat it and die anyways, right? So, like, what's the difference? If I play in the team event, Ryan, there's no way I'm playing Modern. It's like 0%. I might do the team open. If Ketter's willing to fly from Seattle, I might do the team open with Matt and Kent again. We'll just play a real legacy deck. You the president gets, man. Your punishment. Pulverize the Eiffel Towers. Criticize your government. Bang, bang, go the broken glass, man. Kill all. Don't agree. What is in your hand? Probably some amount of Path to Exiles, right? I mean, Dead Guile was as much a real deck as, you know, Kiki Cord was a real deck. Hallowed Lies. This is the dawning of the rest of our lives. Holiday. They have here Path plus Logic Dots, hopefully good. Hopefully I don't have multiple threats here. That's kind of a beating. Dear Maria, count me in. They pretty much all cost more than $1,000. The Dead Guy Ale deck that I've been playing recently is a non-blue mid-range deck in Legacy. It's one of the few non-blue grindy decks. Death and Taxes, I guess, probably fits your bill too. Is some kind of Delve card? Yep. Hey, look, that's good. Alright, let's path this guy, and then let's Logic Knot. Your Stubborn Denial. I'm coming with you, dear Maria, count me in. Story at the bottom of this bottle that I'm looking. Actually, the Nick Fit list that's been... There's some guy that's like 5-0'd with Nick Fit like 3 times the last week. It's a bug deck. It's also not a real deck, yeah. Legacy is a lot like Modern in the fact that people play a bunch of random whatever. And like, sure, again, if you're just like good at Magic and you play well and you understand what's going on in the format as a whole, you can kind of just do whatever and be fine with it. World by storm, it isn't that hard. I got your picture, I'm coming with you. Yeah, the second notch just doesn't do anything, so there's no reason to leave it up. Alright, can I Logic Knot a Deprive here? He'd have 4, and so I'd Electrolyze them, and then my Logic Dot would be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I can kill them through 1 Deprive here. I can't kill them through Deprive plus Stubborn Denial. Never looking down, going crazy, watching on the floor. I should go to bed, right? Yeah, let's end on a high note. It's quarter to midnight here. We'll probably play some more with this at some point. Help me in. Thanks everyone for hanging out. If you missed any of the stream, we played 5 matches. If you didn't catch all of it, it's going to get archived to my YouTube channel. And we went... What? So we went 3... We were 5-1 on the night, so that's not bad. 4-1 on the night? Maybe 4-1 on the night? I think so. At any rate, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I'll catch y'all around later. Have a good night.